Hi, I'm Father Daniel Brandenburg of Legionary of Christ. And I think my first experience of Regnum Christi was when I was in the novitiate, second year of novitiate, and I remember in Cheshire, there was this group of young men who came to a retreat, and at the end of the retreat, at Mass, they decided to join this thing called Regnum Christi. We had a course on Regnum Christi, so I knew the basics. But I was tired and kind of grumpy that morning, and I was thinking, oh gosh, this is gonna make the Mass longer. I just want to go to breakfast. And then I stopped at a moment and I said, wait a second. If this Regnum Christi thing is what they said it is, that it's part of the spiritual family that we're part of, I should be overjoyed by the fact that these young men are taking this step to follow Jesus Christ and to commit their life to Him and to become His disciples and to carry out His work in the world. And it was a moment of powerful grace for me to make that step and say, this is something that's part of me. This is part of the way that I work as a Legionary of Christ in the world. Mission of Regnum Christi is not an ancillary element. It's not something we do on the side. Mission is at the very core of what it is to be a Regnum Christi member, because Regnum Christi means the kingdom of Christ. And the kingdom of Christ is not some inner thing that is a theory. It's a reality. And it's a reality that we help to make part of a person's life in their interior through prayer, through the encounter with Jesus Christ, an encounter that spills over in a joy and a happiness that you can't keep for yourself. And that's what mission is. Mission is sharing the joy and the love that Christ has poured into our own hearts and extending that to others. It's not an obligation, it's not a task, it's not a thing we do, it's part of our very being. And when mission is missing, when a person doesn't reach out as an apostle, there's something missing in the experience of Christ. There's something that's wrong in a person's spiritual life. And when people get all kind of, hung up on, oh, do we define this as apostolate or not? Am I doing the right? Sometimes we get caught up in all those complications. We need to return to the simplicity of the gospel, just like the first disciples, the first apostles of Jesus, who in experiencing His love, they immediately want to be with Him. And then Jesus sends them out and they overcome their fears and they do things that are impossible. And He says, even greater things than these you will do. And that's what it means to be a missionary. It means to be a missionary disciple in Regnum Christi, to be an apostle of Jesus Christ.